So today's homework is page 128 of the Discover Graphics book, and it's question 3, the coffee maker, which is here, okay? So we're on internal tangents, and where our internal tangent is the handle here, okay? So we have a curve, or half circle on top, with a tangent, which is going internally to another curve, which is on the bottom here, all right? So obviously our object here for the actual main body of the coffee maker is straightforward, nice and simple, all right? It's just a simple enough, straightforward object. This is where our work will be, all right? So it's up to yourself what way you want to start it. Easy thing is just get the full body in, and we can go straight on to that at the end then, all right? So overall height here, you see all your measurements on the side, okay? 145 tall, and then we have a ball sitting on top, which is an extra 20 sticking up, and it's 90 wide. Give yourselves plenty of room, okay? So give myself a little baseline here, and it's going to be 90 wide, just the base. Make sure I'm right there now, 90 wide. Split the difference there, so I have a center line as well. So I'm going 45 to create kind of a center line up. So I'll have it for the ball when it gets to the top. And now I need to go up 10 millimeters on this line, so I can start doing my vertical measurements then. Okay, I should be able to pop in the body of this nice and handy. The only area you might have a little bit of trouble on, not trouble, but has a little bit of extra work, is the curve just below the ball itself. Alright, that is a portion of a circle, and you need to find the center of that portion of a circle. So that's the only area you might have a slight bit of work to do. Other than that, we're working straightforward enough measurements. As you can see, everything's nice and simple. Okay, 110 from the ground, from the bottom now, from the bottom, 110 up to the clear portion, which is then 20 there, which gives us a further 15 above, which is going to be the top of that circle. So I'm just going to heavy that across. So this area here is kind of like that glass area, there to there. Drop the sides down. All right. That should be quick and easy, that portion there. It's nice, simple enough setup. Now what we have is we have a curve, a portion of a circle going from here to this point, back down to here, okay? So this is where we have a little bit of extra work. What we need to do, we need to join the top of that circle there, or that point I should say that's on the circle, to this point which is on the circle. So you're creating a chord basically. You're going to use your compass then, and you're going to bisect that chord. So that means bisect the line in half, so a little bit over halfway, arc on top, arc on bottom, keep that distance on the compass, put the steel on the other side, arc on top, arc on bottom. We're going to join those together. Alright, and we're just going to send that down the way. Now, it should land here, which is it. We're going to do it again just for practice. Now on this side, points, because there it's going from here to here. I'm going to bisect that line. Same thing again now. Steel on one end, bit over halfway on the line, swing an arc, swing an arc. Back to the other side, swing an arc, swing an arc. Okay, same thing then. Join our 2 points. Alright, so there. As you can see, they're crossing over on that center line. Alright, that's going to be, so we've bisected the 2 chords which is on the circle. Where they cross over is the center point. And that should then, you just extend it out to one of the 3 points. Oh, I'm after slipping there, no, whatever I'm doing. Alright. Just hold it there. So extend it out to one of the 3 points, and it should hit all 3 then. Okay, nice kind of straightforward portion there, but brings us back to circles again, that chapter. Now on the top we have a little ball here, which is radius of 10. So we're going to step 10 up from the bottom there. swing that circle. Take your time with the smaller circles. They can have a tendency to slip when you're using the compass. You really got to put that weight on the steel, not on the lead. Okay, because once the weight transfers to the lead, you always find a slip happens. So keep putting the pressure down on the steel and just barely running the lead along it, and it'll eventually heavy up. Okay, now this area, not too bad. Only took us a couple of minutes to get that in. The chord, the tangent, I should say, the internal tangent is where we've just a little bit of work to do. All right, let's go with, excuse me, let's go with the big circle up top first. Its center point is in line with the bottom of the glass, which is here. It tells us its radius is 20. Okay, so its radius is 20, so I'm stepping 20 out from the edge to here. We'll do a nice light circle, okay? Can heavy everything in after. Do a light circle first. Okay? Just light enough that you can see it. Then we're going to do the base circle, which is 22 up from the ground. 22 up from the ground. I'm going to do a little line here. And it is radius 12, which means it is 12 out from the edge of our object, just there. Okay, so radius 12. Again, just like the little ball up here, take your time with that small circle, put all the weight on the steel, and just do a very light circle down there too. Hopefully now you can see these on the camera. Okay. Okay, so we have our two circles here, so we're doing our internal tangent, all right? So small circle is 12, our larger circle is 20. Now, as we think back to our worked example, all right, to get an internal tangent, we need to reduce 1 to a point. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to reduce my small circle, because it's the easiest. Reduce the small circle down to a point, and we're going to take that radius, which is radius 12, and we're going to increase our bigger circle by 12 millimeters. Okay, so you take the small radius away, making it a point, and you increase the larger radius, or the larger circle, by that radius. All right, I'm going to swing that as a light circle again now. We're going to do a light circle because this is going to cross into our object. Now, we have our two circles. We're going to join center points, just like we always do. Join our centers. I'm going to bisect this line in half to get the midpoint. Okay, so bisect our line in half to find the midpoint. Okay, got our two X's there. We're going to join our X's together. There is the midpoint on that line. What we're going to do is put the steel in our compass at that point, stretch it out to one of the centers, either of the big circle or the small circle, shouldn't matter because we're going to get an arc. And we're going to just create that arc nice and light. Now, by creating that arc, where it hits the new circle, the second circle, not the original, the second circle, we're going to join that back to the center point. That is going to be our normal. Where this normal hits the original circle, we have found POC, point of contact. Now, sliding set squares, I'm going to take that normal. Okay, so I'm going to take that normal, and we're going to slide and set square it down to our small circle. I'm going to create a normal there as well, where it hits here. That is also the POC, the point of contact on the smaller one. Now, all you do is join those 2 points, here to here, gives us our lovely tangent. And last but not least, get our compass, set it back to its original, which would be the 20 from earlier on, and you can heavy that in. You can heavy that portion in, and then we will heavy the smaller portion. Just before you rush into heavying the smaller portion, if you just look at the image, it tells us the vertical line dropped down from the center point. That's as far as that circle, so it's only a portion of that, just over a quarter of a circle. Okay, again, all the weight on the left hand side, which would be on your steel, and nice and gentle there. Alright, so that is page 128 of the Discover Graphics book, and it is question 3. It's the coffee machine. Okay.